In this video, I'm going to show you how to run an ad hoc flight prediction for Balloon Finder. The first step in running an ad hoc prediction is to go to Stations and Tracking. We'll click New and we'll type in the call sign of the station that we're wanting to run the flight prediction for. In this case, we want to make sure it's primary, that it's a balloon, and the rest of these parameters don't really matter that much. We'll enter those somewhere else. If you have the parameters handy, it is helpful to go ahead and set them at this time so that you don't forget and have bad parameters on your flight. Click the OK button. The next thing we need to do is we need to import some forecast winds aloft data so that we can run the prediction. To do that, we'll go to Predictions and Import Winds Aloft. Here you can see some basic instructions for downloading information from the NOAA website and a link to that website to download the data. For this flight prediction, we're going to select an airport that's close to the launch site, HUT. We'll click the Continue button. We'll scroll down to Sounding, and in this case I'm planning a flight that's a couple weeks out yet, so I'm going to choose the GFS model 240 to 384. I'll click the Go button, and I'll select Next. In the Time to Plot field, I'll scroll down to February 7th at 0600 UTC, which is the closest to my flight time. The rest of the options can be left the same, and I'll type in the letters into the box to pull the sounding. Click the Get Sounding button, and once it's downloaded, click the sounding text and any error messages link. The easiest way to get this information into Balloon Finder is on the keyboard, hit the Control-A button to select all the text, hit the Control-C button to copy it onto the clipboard, and then at this point you can close your browser. Click in this text field at the bottom of the screen and hit the Control-V on the keyboard to paste that information into Balloon Finder. Once this is complete, click the Import Winds button. The final step for running an ad hoc prediction is to go back up to the predictions and click on Ad Hoc Prediction. At this point you can stick a label on the flight, so in my case it'll be 2015 Alpha, and I want to copy the winds from the W0ZC11. From the winds that we imported, we can see that 22 records are available for this station. The rest of the fields define the parameters of the flight. In my case I'm going to be launching from 38 degrees, 0.1015 north and 97.9399 west. I'm going to be launching from 1500 feet, which is ground level. Here's the ground. I'm in the ascending part of the flight. My ascent rate is going to be approximately 1,080 feet. My burst altitude is going to be 100,000 feet. And my descent rate is going to be about 1,400 foot per minute at the ground level. At this point I'm going to click the Calculate button. Immediately on the map you'll see that it plots the flight path of the balloon. I'm going to double click in the middle of the path to repan the map, and then I'm going to click the plus button to zoom in a little bit. As you can see, here's my starting point in Hutchinson. It's going to head west-southwest over the top of Wichita out towards El Dorado, and at this point we're going to have a burst. Here's the label 2015 Alpha burst, and then it's going to repeat that pattern all the way back to the ground, and this is the predicted landing spot for this flight. If you'd like to change the parameters and run another prediction, you can go back to Predictions, Ad Hoc Prediction, select the W0ZC11-22 because that's the station that we're pulling the winds from. And at this point you can make a change. So for instance, if we added extra gas to the balloon and ascended at 1,200 foot per minute instead of 1,080, we'll see what this does to the prediction. Once the change is made, click the Calculate button and you'll see the new predicted site. If you wish to clear this information from the map, you can go up to Maps and Clear Map. Now you'll be back to square one. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. You may want to check out my other videos such as how to configure Balloon Finder, how to download additional maps, or how to track a balloon. Thanks for watching.